Don't mind the bag. Hey guys, it's Lainey and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm super excited because I've probably gotten the most iconic package in the mail that I've never been more excited to test out in my entire life. And that is, I'm going to cover the shipping stuff, but I got the Jeffree Star x Dawson collection in the mail yesterday, and today I'm going to be filming a review / tutorial with this collection, and I'm so excited. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be filming two different looks, one per eye, and then one eye is going to be more natural, neutral, because in the series, if you've seen it, they discuss how one of the rows is more dedicated to like an everyday wearable type of person, and so that's the type of looks that I normally wear on a regular basis, so I'm going to be testing out that little category of shadows for an everyday look. And then obviously there's some bright and vibrant colors that I'm going to be testing out on the other eye for a more fun and colorful, extravagant look, I guess you could say. I'm so excited for today's video, and I'm going to leave either in the description or on the screen somewhere timestamps to where you can skip to either like the neutral look or the fun and colorful look. So if you don't really care about a colorful look and you just wear natural makeup, you can skip to this time slot. But if you are more fun and know how to do natural makeup and you don't really need a tutorial for that, then you can go to the timestamp for the fun and colorful look. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and while you're down there, click the subscribe button. It means a lot. And also you can turn on the bell notification to get a notification every time I post a video, which is super cool. And also leave a comment below what other types of makeup looks you want to see with this collection, because I'm probably going to use it for every day for the rest of my life. I'm so excited, and I'm praying that it's like really good. And I know it's going to be, because Jeffree Star shadows are amazing. Let's get started. Okay guys, so I've got my box, and first I'm going to kind of do an unboxing. I've sort of started unpackaging some of the items, but I kept all the unicartons because they're super cool and I wanted to be able to show you guys. There's a really loud car in the background. I don't know if you could hear that. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys what it looks like because they spent a lot of time on the packaging and it's very evident, and I just wanted to go through and show you guys how much detail is in it, and it's really cool and interesting as someone who loves packaging. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to start with is the gloss. I'm super excited about this because I've never had just a plain clear gloss. It's always had some type of shimmer in it, and I've heard really good things about the Jeffree Star glosses, but I never got a chance to purchase one when they first launched their other formulas. So here it is, the gloss in the shade Shane Glossin. It's kind of like, there you go. As you can see, it's just clear. There's no sparkles, no nothing. And I want to show you guys the unicarton it came in. And when it came in, it was a lot bigger than what I expected it to be. Like this compared to this, I think okay, I found one. But what I was saying is, at least for me, I thought that the glosses were the same size as the liquid lipsticks, but when in fact, I'm not really sure how like the amount of product in them works. Like, I don't know if it's the same amount of product or more or less or whatever, but the gloss is actually a lot bigger than the liquid lipstick unicarton. And then the unicarton for the gloss is also like way bigger, and I don't know why. I'm just maybe stupid and not pay attention, but for some reason I thought that they were the same size, so that might be interesting to you to know that they're not the same size. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply this now, because for the looks that I have in mind, a gloss really probably isn't going to work for them, but I still wanted to try out the formula for you on camera so that I can tell you at the end of the video if I like it or not, if it's sticky or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do now. And also, I just wanted to show you the packaging really quick. So on this side, it's got the little, it's not focusing, but the Shane Dawson logo, and then on this side, just the classic Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo. And then it obviously says the gloss on it, which I'm not sure. Jeffree's other lip glosses say that. I don't think they do, but I could be wrong. You can correct me below. So I'm just going to take this and the applicator. It's not too big, but it's not too small. And it has the root beer fragrance. It's that a couple of the lip glosses have. Not lip glosses. Liquid lipsticks have. I really don't mind it. It's not too strong. It's very faint, which I don't like a strong fragrance in any of my beauty products, whether it be hair or skincare or makeup, because fragrances really are not good for your skin. So there's the gloss. It's not sticky at all. Like literally. Like there's no stick whatsoever. And that's so cool. Like this is going to be like an everyday wearable thing. Like I'm just looking in my mirror and like it looks really good. I'm so excited for this. So the gloss, so far I approve, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to take a drink. There's a little bit of gloss on there, but it's still like full on my lips. Sometimes when you use a straw with a gloss, like the section of gloss that you put on the straw is like completely stripped off of your lips, and that didn't happen with this. I know the Fenty one also doesn't do that, so I really like that. So subconsciously I'm kind of comparing the two, and it's doing really well so far. Okay guys, so the next two products I want to talk to you about are the liquid lipsticks. I picked up 2 shades of them. I picked up the Andrew one called Are You Filming, because I figured it would be a really cute color for the holiday season, and just as fall's coming around, it's going to be like a really, it's like an orangey red color. I don't know what I'm saying, like there's a lot of ums, but I figured it would look really pretty with like a gold neutral eye look. But just for the fall, winter time, it'll be really pretty. And who can't have enough reds? The second shade I got is this shade, which I'm just going to let you read the title. I'm not going to read it because it has some choice language in there that my mother wouldn't appreciate me saying on the internet. But yeah, it's this very vibrant hot pink shade, which I thought would be really cool, as a lipstick, but also I really enjoy the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks as eyeliners. If you do like a really bold wing liner with them, it's so gorgeous, and they're all safe for your eyes, which is really nice in a lipstick also. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the packaging now. So for this collection, they've decided to do like a dark gunmetal shiny type of cap with the same clear component that they're always in, and then it's got the Jeffree Star logos around the top. I'm pretty sure all the normal liquid lipsticks have that also, but then it has Shane Dawson written around there, and then obviously all the information that always comes on the bottom. And then of course the same thing with this beautiful orangey red color called Are You Filming, which is inspired by Andrew the filmer, who is iconic. So these are the 2 colors I got, and they're the more, I didn't get any of the shimmery shades. To be honest, I felt like Ryland wouldn't go with my skin tone very well. There was also a lavender one that looked pretty cool, but I also figured that it would wash me out, like it would be too light for my skin tone. The Shane one looked really cool, like for an eye look, but I would never realistically wear it on my lips, so I didn't get that one either. And I feel like I'm missing some, but there was like a reason in my mind that I didn't get each other shade, and I just chose these 2. But they were all beautiful, and if you were able to get any of them, congratulations to you. Last but not least, I was able to snag both palettes. So I have in my possession the Mini Controversy as well as the Conspiracy palette. And let me tell you, that was a challenge. I was online that day for a good at least 3.5 hours, but I was so lucky and my order finally went through, and I know they've apologized for all of that stuff, and so I'm sorry if anyone didn't get it, but maybe this video will be some inspiration for one day when you finally get your hands on it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the unicartons and the palettes now. So first I'm going to start with the Mini Controversy palette. And if you watch the series, you know that this is inspired by like the static on a television. And it's obviously got the Jeffree Star x Shane Dawson. Sorry, the lights are reflecting on it. But Mini Controversy. And so we all kind of knew what the design was going to be before they launched it. But if you actually get to have it and feel it in person, or if you go to like a Morphe store, they happen to have one, feel the packaging because it's really unique. Like, all the static is textured, and it's like, it's smooth, but like it's got a texture to it, which I really like. And then here's the actual palette itself. You can see kind of the lights and the camera in the background. But it's got this like holographic rainbow shift to it when the lights hit, and it's so gorgeous. And I'll open it up for y'all. There's the mirror, there's me. But these are the shades. They're so beautiful. And then I'm gonna also just wanted to let you guys know that I'm gonna do swatches of all of these. I'm gonna post them on my Instagram stories, and my Instagram username is LaineyDriscollBeauty. And I'm going to save them in the highlights bar so that if you don't happen to watch this video on the day it's posted, that you'll still be able to see the swatches and all the shade names whenever you get around to seeing this video. So I think that's going to be helpful because I really like to see swatches, but I don't necessarily like to wait for everyone to swatch and go through every single color in the video. If that makes sense to you. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm not exactly sure how this palette will play into the looks that I'm going for today, but this, I don't remember if it was this shade or another one, this shimmery gold shade up here. It's called My Boyfriend's Purse. I'm considering using that as a highlight today. It was either that one or another one from this palette. I can't remember. But one of the shades in this collection I'm using as a highlight shade today. And finally, last but not least, the final product I got from this collection is the Conspiracy palette. Look at how iconic this packaging is, and how the light shifts over all the shiny parts of it. It's so cool. And then you open it like this. Obviously, I took the palette out. I haven't swatched or touched any of the colors, but I have taken everything out of the unit cartons because yesterday I was so excited and I just could not wait. So everyone, here it is. Thumbnail. The prized possession. This is the Shane Dawson x Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. Really quickly, before I open it up, I wanted to talk about the packaging because that was a really big topic in the series. And one thing that I noticed that I didn't know or didn't pay attention to in the series, again, I could just be stupid, but this little, I can't even think of what it's called. It's a triangle, this triangle in the center. It's metal, and I wasn't expecting that. It's kind of, it's got texture to it, but it is metal. And it is super cool. And then obviously the clasps for Jeffree Star palettes are metal as well. And then size comparison, I have the Blood Sugar palette sitting next to me, and they are the same size. So if you have the Blood Sugar palette, just know that the the Conspiracy palette is the same size as this, and they both have the metal clasps. But the Conspiracy palette has the more gunmetal color, all black chrome clasps. The moment of truth. I'm gonna open it for y'all. I'm gonna kind of hold it up a little bit. You can see it in the mirror. These are the shades. So gorgeous, so beautiful. You can see all my messy room in the mirror. But so this is how I see the palette as far as color story goes. So as they said in the series, the top row is the more neutral section for people who wear more natural looks, brides, the more usable section of the palette. And then the second row, the middle row, is the more funky, fun pops of color. And that's probably where I'm going to be staying for the funky and fun color look that I'm going to do today. And then the bottom row, I'm so excited. I'm going to film, probably as soon as I'm done with this, another video with just this bottom row, because I think for winter and like I'm looking at the colors in the viewfinder. But I think for like a winter or New Year's Eve party or a holiday party, these colors are so gorgeous for that. The silvery, vampy maroon color and the blues and greens are so gorgeous for that. Alrighty guys, so now let's get started with the tutorials. Okay, so firstly I'm going to be starting with the more neutral look, the more wearable look. So if you want to skip to the more fun and funky, I don't know what I'm calling it yet, but fun and funky is the word for now. Again, click the timestamp that's either in the description or on the screen, and it will take you, skip to there, okay? Okay, also really quickly while I'm just tying my hair back, which is terrible. I'm sorry you've had to deal with this hair the entire time, but congratulations, you get to deal with it for the rest of the video also. I wanted to mention that the only shade from the Conspiracy palette that is also in the Mini Controversy palette is this center shade right here, and it is called Diet Root Beer. It's this transition shade, and I was showing them to my mom last night, and she's totally like a nudes, browns, shimmery pinks type of eyeshadow girl, and she was like, that totally makes sense. I would wear that shadow the most. It's my favorite one. And so, if you're like her, you'll get a lot of use out of it. So that's the only shade that is in both palettes. The rest are completely different. Okay, so for this look, I'm gonna do, which eye do I want? I'll do this eye for the more natural look. And so now I'm gonna zoom you in. Okay, so the very first shade I'm going to use is this, hello, you can see me in the mirror. That's crazy, and my little elf decor for Christmas. I'm going to use this shade right here in the top row center color called Cry on My Couch. It looks like it would be a very good pressed powder for someone of my skin tone probably. And so I'm going to start with it all over my eye. And yeah. Just to sort of get a base laid down. And if you see me looking like down more, it's because I've got a big mirror. And there's also a mirror here, so I should probably just look here. As you can see, I'm not the smartest human being in the world. So as far as this palette, I'm probably done with it now for this look because the Diet Root Beer shade is also in the Conspiracy palette. So now, pull her up. And I'm actually, okay, one last thing that I noticed, this is the only thing that bothered me, and I don't know if I just got a freak palette or if they actually just chose to do it this way. So the Conspiracy palette's mirror has a plastic little like sticker on it, like that you're supposed to pull off, obviously. But the Mini Controversy palette does not. It's just a mirror by itself. So if for some reason it breaks and the mirror shatters, it gets in your shadow. So just putting that out there. Next, I'm going to be taking this shade right here, the lighter brown transition called Tannicon, which is iconic. I just do a little 2 taps. There is a bit of fallout in the pan. That doesn't really bother me, but if you're someone that bothers you, just know. I think that's also what Nikki Tutorial said in her video. And that's what inspired me to do this, because she did one more natural eye and one more like fun, crazy eye. So I'll link her below if you haven't seen her already. She's iconic and has a lot more subscribers than me. So I'm just going to pop this into the crease of the eye. It's a really pretty color. To be honest, it's a little darker than I thought it would be. So that means that the Diet Root Beer color will probably be slightly darker. But, yeah. Just interesting to know. And then I'm going to take it from the crease. I'm going to bring it down onto the lid ever so slightly. And then I'm going to take the Diet Root Beer shade that I showed you before. And then I'm just going to put that sort of on the outer crease, V of my eye, whatever you want to call it, the outer corner. And then just sort of blend it towards the center in the crease. And then take a smidge more of it and bring it down on my lash line almost. So you really are following the outer shape of your eye with this color. And then obviously if you want to see more natural light photos, I'll have those on my Instagram as well for you to see. So next, what do I want to do? I'm going to take probably a different brush that's smaller. This one's clean. A smaller brush. This one has, I don't know what's on that, but it's like a glitter of some sort. And then I'm going to take my rides here with just the teeniest amount of that. And then tap it a lot. And then focus it right here. And just like lightly stamp it on. Like this. And then tap more off so that when you start blending, it doesn't add product. And then just blend that in. So now I'm going to show you what we're going to do for the lids. So for this, I'm kind of debating on what to do because I really love this Just a Theory shade, but I feel like it's almost too dark. So I'm thinking I'm going to do is layer that on and then take this Ranch shade, which is just a white sparkly color, and put it over. Oh, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this shade, My Boyfriend's Purse, that I'm going to use as a highlighter later and put that on the lid. So we're just going to take a flat brush. I'm not going to spray it at first because I just want to see how sparkly it is, but we will spray if we need to. There goes my dog. All right, y'all, we're back. So like I was saying, I was taking My Boyfriend's Purse on a flat brush, and we're placing that towards the innermost part on my lid, and then we're just kind of blending it outwards. He's decided to join me up here now. And then just kind of tapping it out with our finger. Okay, that's pretty. That is Oakley. Can you lay down, please? He's going to be joining us for the rest of the video. And so now I'm going to go back and take that Just a Theory color and place it more in the center and blend it outwards so it's kind of a gradual glitter type of a deal. Okay, so like I said, we're just taking that Just a Theory and we're placing it here and sort of blending. All right, and then lastly for this eye, I'm going to take a small pencil brush and then the shade Ranch, dip into that. That's a lot of powder. Anyways, and then I'm going to place it in the inner corner of my eye for some highlight. That is the natural eye. Just going to add some eyeliner and mascara, and then this is done. Okay, so this is the natural, neutral, everyday smoky glam eye all complete. And then now we're going to be starting the colorful eye. So just here's my vision for this look. I'm kind of really gravitating towards these three shades and also a little bit this shade for this particular look. I'm going for like a pink lemonade type of vibe. So I think that's where we're going to mainly focus our time today. And so the first shade I'm going to use is going to be a mix of My Pills, this super light pink up here, and Pigment, this shade right here, which is super iconic. So I'm just going to kind of dab my brush like so. There is a little bit of fallout with those again as well. I'm going to start blending. I'm going to kind of do a more pointy eye, maybe? Maybe just like a, oh, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do more a spotlight look. So that's going to be more circled instead of pointed. So you're going to focus it heavily for a spotlight, or at least the way I do them, heavily on the outer and inner corners and along the top, but leave the center lid space available for color. Okay, so this is the eye blended out so far. Needs a little bit of work right here. I'll touch that up in a second, but I just wanted to update you guys. So it's blended like this, and I'm also going to bring these shades down below. This eye, I did not bring any shades down below because I tried to keep it more natural, but this one I don't care about natural. This one's going to be fun. These shades together make a really beautiful peachy vibe. And then I'm actually going to wing this out ever so slightly because I started to before, and it's going to look weird if I don't finish it out. Okay, just so keeping y'all updated, my next idea is for the center to put this Food Videos shade, and then even smaller, closer to the lash line in the center, I'm going to layer over top of that this super sparkly color that pops out at me right away called Trisha, after Trisha Paytas. So that's what we're going to do now. And I think I'm going to use an ever so slight amount of concealer to carve out the crease for the spotlight look. Alright, so now I've got the concealer kind of laid down in the shape where I want the yellow, and I've cleaned this brush because it's the same one that I want to use for this Food Videos color. So now I'm going to take this. I'm really hopeful for this shade because it looks so beautiful. It's very pigmented on the brush. And then we're just going to, oh wow. Okay, I see you, Food Videos. And I'm just going to start stamping over the concealer, and then we'll blend after. So now I'm going to take this original brush and blend the yellow and the peachy shades together. And to do this, I'm just going to be using the pigment shade by itself to give a little bit more depth. And then now I'm going to take an even tinier packing brush with this shade Trisha and focus it just right here in the center on the bottom, but still leave it a little bit higher up so that when we put on liner, you can still see the shade. So there it is. I wish you could see on camera just how like glittery and bright all these colors were, but they really are phenomenal shades. And then I've decided that I'm also going to take the yellow onto my inner corner. So I've added the yellow to the inner corner, as well as now I'm putting a little bit of ranch for some added shimmer. And then I'm going to pop on a lash and we'll be back for lipsticks. Really quick, guys, while I wait for my lash to dry, I want to try out this shade, My Boyfriend's Purse, as a highlighter. So, ooh, that's pretty. I maybe would use a thinner brush. I can't really find my other thinner brushes. Maybe I'll try it like this. But look at that. That's gorgeous. I'm also going to wipe off the lip gloss, which, by the way, I really do enjoy. Alright, you guys, there you have it. This is the final look. We've got the fun color side and then the more natural side. Comment below which one you like more, and also congratulations if you made it all the way to the end of this video. I know this was going to be a long one because I talked about stuff for a whole long time. Again, if you want to see swatches and more photos of these looks, be sure to check out my Instagram. That'll be linked down below at @LanieDriscollBeauty. And comment below what other types of videos you'd like to see and what other looks you want to see with this collection. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. See you next time.